All things are suffering. We live in a world where we must endure suffering. If we could just let go of one thing, everything would be comfortable, but unable to let go, continue living in pain. Sometimes thoughts arise that life is meaningless. The world feels empty faced with such hardships. Many people feel fear or anger, fall into self-blame, or depend on alcohol or food, struggling to escape immediate suffering. But these actions are merely temporary comfort, eventually bringing greater suffering. What have we been living for all this time? Yet even such thoughts are like passing clouds. As clouds gather and disperse with time, the dark clouds in our minds too will disappear if we don't cling to them. A passage from the Diamond Sutra states, "All that has form is illusion," meaning everything we see, hear, touch, and feel changes and disappears. So, we should not cling to it, because everything in this world constantly changes. If we believe it has absolute substance and cling to it, suffering will inevitably arise. Yet even in suffering, meaning always exists. Suffering itself has the power to help us grow. As steel becomes stronger when tempered in flame, people become stronger through trials. The meaning of life can only be discovered by those who live it. Like flowing river waters, like blossoming and falling petals, our lives flow without stopping. When darkness falls, dawn comes. After cold winter passes, warm spring arrives. The same applies to present suffering. Neither pain nor joy remains forever. The pain and sorrow that weighs us down is like clouds floating in the sky. However much clouds cover the sky, they cannot stay forever. The suffering we experience now will not remain and will someday disperse. So even if this moment is so difficult that the entire mountain seems dark, that is not all there is to us. We often think that what we see before us is everything, but in truth, all things change and pass. Though today's pain seems eternal, as time passes, a day will certainly come when it fades like a dream. The moments we try so hard to hold onto are like river water that has already left our hands. Sand, the regrets and sorrows repeating in our minds will eventually become a breeze and disappear. Present suffering is not eternal and will certainly pass, so there is no need to despair deeply. When wind blows, clouds scatter. Even if it's difficult now, a warm wind will blow someday. Until then, if it's too hard, it's okay to pause and rest. As long as you don't give up on yourself, if you endure today, tomorrow will surely be different. All the days we have endured are already proof of great courage. There is a hidden treasure in your house. Why are you so poor and troubled, impermanent, suffering, undignified, and unclean? This is from the Nirvana Sutra. While we are alive, we must pass through tunnels of darkness, but don't mistake that tunnel for something eternal. If you take one step, then another, you will certainly see the exit. We have not failed, we just haven't risen yet. It is because we have lived earnestly that we face such hardships. Do not wish for absence of bodily illness. Do not wish for absence of worldly difficulties. Do not wish for absence of obstacles in study. Do not wish for things to happen easily as planned. Not wish for others to follow your will. This is the teaching of Boang Samra. Not everything we want will be fulfilled. It cannot all be fulfilled because of bitter cold. We appreciate waiting for warm spring because of scorching heat. We look forward to autumn full of cool breezes. Let us live with an accepting heart, believing that life naturally includes difficulties. Do not suffer by attaching emotions to what has already happened. The past becomes a heavier burden the more we hold on to it. As muddy water clears when left undisturbed, the mind also finds peace when left as it is. Don't forcibly stir and dwell on things. Leave them as they are. Things look different when accepted. Pain and regret, once they pass, no longer torment us. Acceptance means not denying reality, seeing everything as it is without being bound by it. Then the heavy heart lightens and life becomes easier. The only thing to fear is fear itself. Life is inherently painful, but if we accept that pain as it is, it can no longer consume us. Fearing an uncertain future only creates greater suffering. We must believe. If we believe that everything flows and changes, we can overcome any suffering. And just as harsh weather eventually passes, our lives will change and flow at each moment of wavering. Don't resist, but let go, like water encountering a rock flowing around rather than crashing into it. That's how we should live when we don't resist life's suffering but let it flow naturally. Even that suffering becomes natural. Life is not made up of suffering alone. Even When we fail to recognize it, joy, fulfillment, and hope flow alongside. When flowers bloom, joy, birdsong, a warm ray of sunshine, a smile shared with a loved one. These small moments are what give us strength to live. Just as a small light exists in darkness, moments of happiness we fail to notice are always beside us. Just as suffering is not eternal, when our hearts open, joy can find us too. Life sometimes places us at the edge of a cliff, but that very moment becomes an opportunity to discover a new path. When you feel there's nowhere to go at the cliff's edge, you realize that a vast sky spreads before you, holding on to a small spark of hope even in despair. That is the essence of life. Trees deepen their roots while facing the wind. Rivers flow more powerfully when encountering rocks. We are the same. Without trials we cannot grow. Even if you fall, rise again. Even if it hurts, walk again. Eventually everything passes. Sand. We will pass through that time, living with deeper hearts. Anyone who tirelessly strives toward their desire can reach it. It's just a matter of being a little faster or slower. Some things won't work no matter how hard we try. That's okay too. Another path will open when walking. A stone that trips you is a stumbling block, but when you step up on it, it becomes a stepping stone. A stone is just a stone. There is no inherent stumbling block. Don't despair. Don't be depressed. Every suffering has a door to escape. There are wings to soar in your heart. No difficulty can bind you forever. Someday, when you look back, you'll realize that even those painful moments shave already past. Life is a game won by the grateful, so live today and tell yourself, I know no better life than this. The words of Kim Yuna, former figure skater, touch my heart. When I train, I always reach my limit. Sometimes my muscles feel like they'll burst. Sometimes breath rises to my throat, and sometimes I want to sit down. When these moments come, something inside me speaks, that's enough, it's sufficient. Let's do it next time. There are times I want to give up to such temptation, but if I give up, then it's no different from not having done anything. Even if I raise the temperature to 99 degrees with effort, if I can't raise the last degree, the water won't boil. It's about enduring that last degree. When you want to give up, I must overcome this moment for the next door to open. That's how I can go to the world I want. I couldn't just complain about the environment, since I didn't start without knowing it, though I felt regretful, uncomfortable, and sometimes so angry that I pitied my situation. I couldn't sit around blaming something. Every slump is resolved with time. Just accepting this situation and quickly gathering my composure is what I can do. Even if something tries to shake me, won't be shaken by a single hair. We are all athletes competing in the game of life, making a lot of money, building high honor, studying extensively. None of these define victory in life. What matters is the pride of having competed earnestly in the game of life with your inner potential and possibilities. Even if you haven't reached where you want to be, even if you haven't become who you want to be, don't forget to keep walking. There is still untapped potential within you. Slowly unfold the possibilities within you. Don't fear turning back on your path. The ground won't collapse if you go back. Such a choice might actually secure solid ground. After clearly recognizing what lessons you've learned, close the door. Don't end with closing the door. Move forward to another door. When leaving a place, you should have a destination to move toward. If you keep opening and closing the same door, the problem might not be lack of opportunity but yourself. Ask the people who know you best and love you most to honestly share their views about you. Change may not be easy, but growth requires change. These are the words of John Maxwell, an American author.